Well, it's all systems go for the start of the new school year, while the Department of Education says it's confident that all has been done to ensure a smooth first day and that learning and teaching will commence without any disruptions. They are concerned, though, about late applications for admissions. The department received more than 24,000 late applications, and at least 16,000 grade 1 and grade 8 pupils still need to be placed. Well, our reporter Yanka Tome is at Craig Hall Primary School for us this morning. Yanka, a very good morning to you, and let's start off before we go to what the issues might be with just what you're seeing there. I'm seeing parents queuing, I'm seeing some pupils. What's the mood, what's the feeling for the first day back 2019?
I have to say, Vika, it is still quite early, but some eager pupils have already started arriving here at Craig Hall Primary School. You can see on their faces that they are quite excited. I haven't seen specifically grade 1s because those are usually the ones that are especially excited because they are going to what is called the big school. But definitely some enthusiasm from the pupils here, getting an early start, walking to school, some parents dropping pupils off in their school uniforms, ready to start the 2019 academic year.
So let's talk about just what some of the issues might be this morning. Then we just spoke about some of those late admissions and pupils who have not even been placed yet. Yanko, what do we know when it comes to, let's start with Gauteng, we are in Gauteng, and what some of the challenges might be for the first week?
Well, yes, admissions is definitely one of the main challenges, specifically in Gauteng. I did speak to the MEC yesterday, Panyaza Lesufi, and at that stage there were about 16,000 applications that have not been finalized because there were outstanding documents, for example, and there were still walk-ins being experienced at the district offices where parents actually arrived for the first time asking if they children could be placed by today. Obviously that will not be possible, so they said that they will be placing learners up until the end of January, so they might miss 2 weeks of school, but they're just saying that the numbers are just too huge in Gauteng, and they every year keep on seeing an increase, but even though that they are adding and building new schools, this still seems to be a challenge. Now, I did speak to the Education Department, the National Education Department as well, quickly last night, and it seems like there's still isolated problems across all provinces where late admissions will always be a challenge, where parents leave it up until the last minute to register their children. They're saying they're seeing this specifically in cities where young parents come in because they found jobs, and then at the last moment they want to register their children for school.
Do we know, Yanka, about ballpark figures of how many children are starting grades 1 and 8, those who will be going to high school as well?
Yes, they do actually expect about 1 million grade 1s to start their academic journey with the schooling system today. I did ask them for a ballpark figure for grade 8s as well. They're saying the numbers basically usually stays the same up from grade 1 up until grade 8. It's usually after that they might see some dropouts, but they then expect about 900,000 to about 1 million grade 8s also starting a completely new journey. I remember my first day in high school, it was quite daunting. So I think they are quite nervous going into wherever they're going to today, but it's still quite an amazing experience. So despite these minor challenges, as you've mentioned, the Education Department say they are ready for the 2019 academic year. We understand that the Minister will be in KwaZulu-Natal today because of the matrics poor performance in that province with some zero-rate passes in some schools, so they will be keeping a close eye on that as well.
All right, thanks very much, Yanka Tommy. I'm trying to remember my first day back at school. It was too long ago to actually remember. I can't remember a thing. We'll catch up with you a little later on this morning, partner. But from what's happening outside the school gate,